Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Back again with Trip L and Moves. Oh man, hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day, happy Cube World Day. Everybody, hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you're having a great week. Hope life is treating you very, very well. Everything's good with me. No worries, no complaints, nothing at all. Everything is going happy. Going to deal with a couple things today. A couple things that I want to get off my chest. A couple things I want to talk about. Nothing terrible. Nothing new. No news is good news to me. No more hoopla. Nothing. No drama. No bullshit. Just life. Life's going well. So I've had a couple of inquiries and questions and things. So one thing I was asked recently is how come I don't change my equipment or gear? Now that I keep on having the same thing all the time. And the reason being is I do have things that are bookmarked, but I just have crap gear. And I do this from time to time. I'll go through everything and take a look at it and assess if it's worthwhile me using or not. A lot of the time it's just junk. I don't play the game to gather the best of loot. I may be doing something like that in the next season, which is fine. But yeah, I'll just take a look at things. If I happen upon something that's really cool, great. If not, I don't care. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, it's the game. It is what it is. I'm happy with it. So yeah, no, there is no problems with me for this one. You know, it's just I don't run into a whole bunch of stuff that is actually usable for my character. That's the other thing too, is I end up finding a lot of really cool gear. It ain't for this guy. It's for anybody else other than this. One of the downfalls to how the loot system works in the game is you usually end up finding stuff for every other character class but yours. Now, if Farmer and I were doing it together, and let's say that he was playing a mage and I'm playing a rogue, we will find ranger and warrior stuff. It just seems to be how it is. No idea if there's any rhyme or reason to it. It is what it is, so I'm not going to sweat it, not going to worry about it. That was an interesting little lag spike. It was not expecting that. I'm getting a couple of them here. Interesting. Could be anything. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the computer. Everything should be fine. Everything seems to be good. I may have something running in the background I just don't know about. I just kind of got home and turned on the computer, ate dinner, and I'm recording this episode right now. Recording this Tuesday after work. So it is 11 o'clock at night. So almost midnight. Oh God, Rockling. Well, that's part of the reason why it was a lag. Wow. I've never one-shotted one of those jerks before. That was delightful and I loved it. I wish I could do that all the time. Valley. Okay, that's fine. I'll bypass the valley. Sarnia. Or Sanria. Because Sarnia is actually a real place. It's in Ontario. Oh, man. I think some of the other stuff that has come up. An interesting thing for myself. Oh, God. That was bad. Apparently, I didn't have my... what the hell? Okay, it is there. Apparently, I didn't think I had it out. Where are we at? We're going this way. We're going to go over here. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Couple little things that nothing, again, don't take anything I'm saying today as like, oh, angry Rivet or anything. Nothing. Everything's good. I'm facing an interesting thing this next week. Next week is my birthday. And some people may know my age, some people don't. I am currently 50 years old, which means that I'm going to be turning 51 in a week from today, on the 30th. So I'm looking at taking the day off of work. I may do that. I have not requested the day off yet. I'm considering it. Not like I really care about my birthday. Birthdays are not a big deal for me. They haven't been for quite some time. I think I was like 18. I think the last one I really truly cared about, maybe 21. Like milestone years and stuff don't bother me. 50 was kind of a little bit of a weird feeling because, you know, I didn't think that I would be 50 ever. It just didn't seem to be something that was going to be a thing for me. I'm like, you know, I'm never going to grow old, that kind of stuff. And then you grow old and you're like, well, shit, here I am. And I had a talk with Mom about it just the other day because she's in her 70s. I was talking about my birthday coming up, and she was saying to me the same thing that I deal with, is that in your head, in your brain, you don't feel the age that you are. There's a little, your body gives you hints and tips every now and again, like, my feet ache after a day at work. I have plantar fasciitis, which is, a muscle thing on my bottom of my foot. My feet have always been fine, but as I'm getting a little bit older, they are a little bit tender. I spent a lot of time on my feet. I work as a waiter or bartender. So, I've done a fair amount of, bad things to my body, but, nothing horrible. But, yeah, other than the odd little quibble from my body, I still feel like I did when I was younger. And so it kind of perplexes me at times, and not in a negative way. It surprises some people sometimes when they see video of mine. Like I posted one the other day. It was a clip, or it was actually a full live stream that I did over on Twitch. I was doing with the face cam and stuff when I was on Twitch. I don't always use face cam. I do from time to time. It depends on my mood, depends how I'm feeling. And I did. And it was fun, and I have no problems doing it. No hassles or anything. But inevitably, I know when I post a video over on YouTube, I'll get somebody that will comment, it's like, I didn't know that you were that old, or I didn't think that you look the way you do, or something along those lines. And, and it happens. And it's never out of malice or anything. And I just always find it curious and funny of how we have these preconceived notions of what a person would look like or how they are based upon, the sound of your voice, or, like for me, I'm just a voice of the guy playing a video game. I could be any age, but I've never shied away from my age. I've never, people ask, I've always been admitting it, Started my channel when I was in my 40s, 46, 47. Almost 50 years old when I decided I'm going to start doing YouTube. And, it's like, it's just silly that, that, here I am, 51 this year. And still doing what I love doing. I love playing the video games, Cube World and stuff. And I think that part of this is what keeps me young. By playing the video games, by living this kind of life. I don't go out to bars. I don't drink. Not much. I'll have the odd beer here and there. But I'm not like a partier. I'm not, I don't do a whole lot of stuff. I get home, I'm more comfortable just sitting here playing games and recording, or hanging out with my friends and playing games, than doing almost anything else. It's, this is where my comfort is. This is how I feel good. And I think it helps keep me, somewhat youthful. Not necessarily, oh, Jesus. Not necessarily the completely young, but, young at heart is the part of it. And I like it. I don't have any issues or problems with it. Growing old is, age is just a thing. If you feel like you're old, then you probably are. I don't feel it. I've never tried to. I don't want to be an adult. I like a lot of my life. It's good. I would much rather this than almost anything else in life. And I've been getting a fair number of new folks coming to the channel too, and curious about how I don't have more subscribers and all that. And it's becoming more and more of a thing, and people asking, how come you don't have more subscribers than you do? And I don't really have an answer for that. It's on me. I know that this is all, everything that happens on the channel is all on me. And I tend to shy away from some things. There are times where I could do a thing or make a video about something that I know will get views, and I shy away from it because I just don't want to be that person. I could make clickbaity Cube World videos all day, every day, and become the Cube World clickbait channel, and I don't want to do that. I don't like that. I don't like that mentality. I don't strive for that kind of recognition. I would much rather be the guy that people think is kind of funny, that makes kind of cool Cube World videos, and that people want to watch. For me, that's more important than anything else. Like, I don't want to be that one-trick pony either. Unfortunately, I tend to be a Cube World channel because that's just kind of how I made it. I chose Cube World as a game that I wanted to play, And it also kind of chose me too. I mean, oh, good lord. You know, as much as I choose to play the video game, how the game works is pretty much why I play it the way I do. It allows me to do, as I mentioned in the past, it allows me to process and get rid of a lot of the garbage in my head. You know, everybody, we all have our demons, our failings, and I think everybody processes their data differently. For me, I process my data this way. I like to play the video games and talk. This is my therapy. This is how I get rid of everything. And I think that by doing this, you know, I don't know if it's helped or hindered or done anything. Feedback always on the Cube World series. I was even talking with the Thaco Gamers last week. They were doing a live stream, and Matt was commenting that, you know, he liked what I do. Is like it's like a vlog, but in a video game. That he thought it was a really unique thing, and that's one of the reasons that he found my channel. And I don't really think of that. I mean, I just know I just do what I do because it's, you know, where I'm comfortable. You know, does this ever pan out and play into being something more one day? Potentially. Who knows? You know, we're gaining subscribers on a much better rate than I ever have before, without any weird impetus, like, you know, anything really anomalous. Listen, you. Getting really sick of these mages and rangers. Oh, great. Great, I've just had a whole bunch of junk. Oh my god, how much crap do I have to have? There we go. That was bad. I didn't realize how many potions I was down to, and that I had nothing but garbage left over after. Are we good? Yeah, so I had a weird anomaly a couple of years ago. I never really go into any of this with much of a plan. And I was playing a game on my Xbox. I was live streaming. Was it Lord of the Realms, I think it was, or something along those lines. And I was having fun with it, but I hit a brick wall. And it just started getting frustrating. So I decided to drop it, and then I started playing Watch Dogs. And then all of a sudden I had like 200 people watching. I was like, what the? And then I gained like 1,000 subscribers in a matter of like a couple of weeks. Just for me streaming Watch Dogs. I even went so far as to did the entire game on live stream. Did Watch Dogs 2 and got a little bit of a following for playing Watch Dogs, which is hilarious to me because I'd always heard such horrible things about the game, but I quite enjoyed it. And I heard at the time it was if you had Xbox Gold, it was the game that you were given that month. And that was just the reason why it ended up showing up. As there were people that were interested in the game, and I just happened to strike a nerve at the right time. And then I failed it. I never was able to maintain it. You know, that kind of boost in viewership kind of came out of left field. I wasn't expecting it. Went to 2,000, 2,500 subscribers really quickly for me. And I left, like, a lot of my friends that I was recording with, like Armor Time and them, you know, they were, we were keeping pace. I was going a little bit faster, but then all of a sudden I was, you know, way off ahead. And not like it was a competition. That never was part of our thing, any of us. But I ended up becoming a little bit more popular than they were. And it was not, I think at the time I did not enjoy what was going on nearly as much as I could have or should have. I think I was more worried about not sharing it with my friends. It's always been important to me that, you know, anything that happens to me happens to my friends as well. The good, not the bad. I'll take the bad all by myself. Wow, this is a rough little room. Ooh, this is not easy. I'm gonna lose focus here real quick. Mages suck. Go to hell. Okay. So this is one of those heavy rooms that are, you'll hit. The beginning room is usually rough, and then there's one in the middle that usually just sucks. And if you can clear it out, you're lucky. I'm getting lucky. This has been going really well. So, yeah. So anyway, I had not. I don't consider anything I do fame. Trust me, but a little bit more growth than my friends were at the time, and I think it bothered me. I know it did. I don't have to say I think. I know it did. And I was kind of upset that it was happening to me in a bubble, and I wasn't able to share it with my friends. And it didn't affect any of our friendships. I mean, we still hang out. We still same people I was with earlier then I'm hanging out with now. Nothing has changed. I think our focus has changed. I think I'm the only one in the group still that does YouTube on a regular basis. I know that Armor dabbles in it from time to time, but his motivation has kind of waned. War stepped away from YouTube. Now he does the live streams. So that's why I was saying kind of different. He just stepped away from the platform. And for him it was purely for reasons that he didn't agree with the politics and the policies going on with YouTube and how they treated smaller creators. And I can't say that I'm arguing with it. I agree with him as well. But as much as I think YouTube sucks at some of that, so does Twitch. I think there's blame to be had on both sides. And he's comfortable. He's found his voice over on Twitch, and I've maintained mine here over on YouTube. We dabble. I dabble on both, and I like it. I enjoy streaming over on Twitch. I really enjoy just like the streaming on Twitch is not as important to me as hanging out and spending time with my friends. That's always the key point that I get out of this entire thing. If anything else ever happens with my YouTube career, if this is the height of it, I'm cool with that because of the fact that I've made some really good friends over the course of the last 4.5 years just doing this. I've met some really amazing people, people that I would go out of my way to help if they ever needed help, like War Kit Armor Time. Without a doubt, if any of them stepped up and said, hey, Rivet, I need some help, can you do blah, 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 I would be there. I would do whatever I could to help them out because they are my friends. They're just not online friends. They are friends. There's nothing. I don't put a difference on that. They are near and dear to me in my heart. And so, and again, that's another reason why when I ticked up in the viewership and stuff, and I wanted that to be shared with all of us. I didn't think it was right for me to be doing it by myself. I'm kind of past that now. I'm kind of used to doing things on my own here. I try to support War as much as I can, but it's good to see that he gets the following he has over on Twitch. I'm very happy for him. I'm very proud of what he does. I'm glad that he wants to goof off and still game with me and do his thing. And our friendship is such that I can live stream or I can record with him, and it doesn't change. Everything's the same. Our conversations are always there. We interact with the fans the same way. It's good, and I'm very, very thankful. Like I said, if anything else, just the friendships is the important thing for me, and that means the world to me. It's all good. This is a lot of fun. And if you're wondering why I'm kind of doing this kind of thing, I'm going down memory lane in essence for myself. Getting near the end of the season is something I kind of do sometimes, is kind of think about how I got here and what I did. On Sunday, I think it'll be I'm not too sure if this is the last episode or if Sunday will be. I've got to kind of figure it out, see where I'm at mentally. There's a lot to get used to when you start a new series, especially the low-level grind. That sucks on every level. But yeah, so whenever I get near the end of a chapter or a season, I get nostalgic. I mean, I can't help but. I've been playing this now for... The season has been almost a year, I think. And it's good. I've enjoyed the season a lot. There's been a lot of changes to it. Viewership. I've gone through some really interesting changes this season anyway. Went from living in Halifax to moving to Montreal. Changed jobs a couple of times. My life has changed. There's been some drastic changes in my life in the last little while.
Even had a hiatus on Cube World, not between the seasons, but before that, and that was an eye-opening experience for me, and it was good because I'd kind of talk historically about things. After I had a little an uptick of viewership, a couple of things happened. One of the major ones happening was that a hurricane came through when I was living in Florida and just wrecked everything. I ended up moving back to Canada after that, and because of how that all happened, I lost the momentum. Plus, when I moved into where I was in Halifax, like, I was renting a room in a house. I didn't have my own real space. You know, I didn't get that until I moved here to Montreal. So I lost a lot of the ambition and drive that I had to do what I was doing because of that. Wow, that was a loud one. Because things had changed. You know, my life had changed. My passions and everything had changed because of the move. It was a difficult time. That was probably the most difficult time I've had. Yeah, it was up there. I've had a couple of real bullshit things happen to me starting this. I think the worst was the realization of how messed up my last relationship really was, and that it was a very, very unhealthy situation for me to be in, and that the end of it was the most cathartic thing I could have done, and I was so thankful to be out of it. But not only that, I never wanted to get into that crap again, and I've not really dated much at all since. You know, a little bit here and there, but for the most part, it's been no relationship. Put it that way for sure. Wow, 3 levels in this one area. Now, we did get a longsword. That is going to be a step up. Look at all this crap. That is a step up. Oh, so folks, I've been getting a lot of questions about how this works. So let me do this real quick. So what you have. Okay, that was interesting. So what you do is you equip your weapon, whatever hand it's going to go into. I think it goes into the right. So you equip that, and then you middle mouse click over top of your dagger, and that will do the double thing. So that's how you have the double whammies, and it works. It works every time. It's a little problematic at times, but it works really well. Wow, that is pretty good. Let's do that. See, this is one of the first dungeons I've gone to that actually has loot that I could use, because we fought a mage, right? So when you fight a mage, you get mage gear usually. Usually get a bunch of crap that doesn't pertain to you at all. As you can see, the amount of garbage gear that I get is exponential. And then, see, this is it. Now, I do some of this off camera. I've been trying this season to go through this on a regular basis. Sometimes I screw up and I don't do it for a little while. Like the last little while, I haven't really done it here. But yeah, for the most part, this is what I do off camera, and it's just like, it's just the amount of garbage that I go through is just nuts. It wouldn't be any better. Yeah, and that's what it is. There you go. So what did I pick up? I picked up crap, because I do that. I pick up crap for no reason, because I'm a crap picker-upper. But yeah, life is good. You know, I appreciate all my friends. I appreciate all my fans, especially. And anybody new that's coming to the channel and you're just curious about what I do. This is it. This is what I do in my Cube World. I end up rambling and talking about my life and my experiences and things that make me happy. Sometimes there's news about Cube World. Most time there isn't. It's just mostly a way about me, to talk about me, to process me. You know, everybody needs something to process stuff out with, and this is how I do mine. I'm probably going back down again, aren't I? This is exactly where I was. You son of a bitch, Rivet. I swear to God. You're lost. This is it. This is what happens when you get lost, Rivet.
you lose all focus. I thought for sure. Maybe it's this way. Remember that there was a room that kind of went backwards. Is this it? Well, that's it. This is the way out. I thought I saw daylight at some point. So there you go. But yeah, if you guys are curious, this is what I do in my Cube World series, is I talk about this kind of stuff and just ramble and play and have fun. I also have other games that I play here on the channel, which some are getting a little bit more notice than others, which is cool. River Bond has been following the Cube World. I have a serial disliker on River Bond, so whatever the reason is, somebody hates it, doesn't tell me why. So if it's one of you and you want to let me know why you don't like River Bond, I'm not replacing Cube World with it if that's what you're feeling. I'm not at all. Do them both. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for all your continued support here on the channel. Thank you for your support throughout this season and this series. Like I said, I'm not too sure if Sunday will be a brand new season. You'll know when you see it, because it'll say Season 9. Obviously. I'll make a thing of it, a spectacle. And then I've got to decide and choose what I'm going to be doing for the season. Got a couple ideas that I'm poking around with that I want to do. I've had a theme a few times. This time it's just been processing. There's been no actual real theme. Trip L. We did some multiplayer stuff. Armor has talked that he wants to do some more again when there is time. Then that will be a thing. Armor Time, again, one of my favorite people to hang out with and record with. He is one of the reasons I play Cube World. So if he ever wants to play Cube World with me, I'm like, yep, sure, let's do it. There's no issues. I will automatically say yes, let's do. Yes, yes, yes. But anyway, thanks again, everybody, for continued support, and I will see you guys in our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song.